What's going on YouTube? It's Jazz back again with some more custom tactic videos. A lot of you have been asking for updated custom tactics videos because you've seen that I've changed from 4-4-2 second variation to 4-2-2, and you wanted to know why I've changed, how I'm playing with it, stuff like that, what instructions I'm using, all of that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd go through it. I've hit 90-0 the last 3 weekend leagues, all unbeaten. So that's what. Yeah, 3 30-0s, 118-2 for the month. First week of the month was a bad week, but then three weeks in a row, 4-2-2, we've hit 30-30-30. So yeah, it's working really well. Qualified for the event as well. Qualified for 2 events, Futchampions Cup 2 and 3, using these custom tactics. So hopefully they help you out. And here you can see, look, we've hit. There's a lot of people that hit 30s here. You can see, look, 44th in the world with a 30. Previous week, 39th in the world with a 30. It's mental how many people hitting 30-0s. But yeah, so let's get into it. Squad. Here's the team I'm using. It's a lot better than what it was before, of course. I've had to invest money in because to qualify for events you have to put money in, simple as that. And my team's quite weak compared to other pros as well, if I'm honest. But to qualify for events you have to play, like last year it was weekend league, so you didn't have to put that much money in. But this year it's Pro v Pro to qualify for events, and everyone else has got, you know, 90 Hullet R9, the Cruyffs, Eusebios. So you know, I was using a very average team the first 2 qualifiers and not doing well. So I thought, you know what, if I want to actually like go forward with my careers in FIFA, I need to invest some money in it, and I've made that money back straight away by qualifying for these events. So yeah, this is the team I'm using. Cruyff is probably the most expensive player, I think. 2.1. In fact, Ronaldo is 2.2 mil. I know a lot of you that are watching right now won't be able to afford this team, so I will give you some alternatives and stuff. But yeah, we've changed from 4-4-2 with the CDMs to 4-2-2. The reason I've done that is because, I don't know, the 4-4-2, I loved it. It was kind of my trademark formation. I used it the whole of last year in FIFA 18, and I was using it this year, but I feel like against the better players it just didn't work. There was something about it that wasn't clicking, whereas 4-2-2 just feels like a upgraded version, you know. So we've changed it to this, and once again I'm just going to tell you what you want to look for with your players and positions, what my custom tactics instructions are, and yeah, hopefully that will help you get more and more wins in weekend league, because I did have a lot of good feedback from the previous one. It hit over 100k views, which of course I'm very grateful for. That was amazing support. So yeah, first let's get into the custom tactics, which is defensive. It depends on how you play. Again, I'm probably repeating a lot of what I said last time, but me personally, I play press on heavy touch. So as soon as they're passing it, and you know there might be a possession player, as soon as one player takes a weird touch, and it's not just even a weird touch, sometimes your players just press even when they're passing normally, but this is the one you want to do, because this isn't like constant pressure which will just kill all your players' stamina. It's good pressure which is like consistent, and it will help you win the ball back, but it won't burn your stamina too much. So this is what I'd recommend. If you are chasing a game, I'd recommend constant pressure, of course. You know, you don't want your opponent being able to just easily get through the game. You want to actually put them under a bit of pressure, and this is the way to do it. But this will burn your stamina a lot. Like if you play constant pressure for a full 90 minutes, your players will be red energy 100%. So I wouldn't recommend it. Pressure on heavy touch is what I'd go for. Now width, this is the defensive width. You don't want it being too narrow, and you don't want it being too wide, so I just keep it on the preset one. I don't know what I've done it on last time in the last video, but here I've got it on 6 toggles, and that's how we do it. Depth was 3 last time, now we've gone to 5, because in weekend league you don't really want to play a super like low line. You want to keep them quite high up the pitch, not quite high, but fairly high, so that you're not sitting too deep on the edge of the box, you know. One thing is, if you are against a good player, maybe you should knock it down a bit, because the worst thing that can happen is you'll get counter-attacked, and that's the most like painful thing in FIFA. You know, you're attacking someone, they win the ball back and go down the other end and score. It's really annoying. So 3 is what I told you guys to go on last time, I believe, 3 or 4. You could keep it at that, but me personally, I've changed it to 5 now, because I just hated being camped in on my own box. So yeah, offensive style I keep balanced again, but possession is working quite well for me, because this year it's not about getting inside that box, it's more about working the play and getting the angle for the finesse shot. If you time your finesses, you'll know exactly how those work. how important they are to your play. So possession or balance is the way, but I'd say possession. Fast build up is not really the way in my opinion. It's just too quick. You don't want the players all running in and around the box because it doesn't really get you anywhere with the way AI defending is and stuff. Possession is the one you want to go for, or balanced. Yeah, and width, I've got it 4 here, but I put it on 6 maybe. 6. Me personally, I play on 5, but it depends what formation you play. If you're going to play 4-2-2, 5 or 6 is the one that you want, because you want those wide cams, who basically wingers, to stay there so you can pass to them and first time finesse. As weird as it is, it's just the way to play this here. You want your wide cams to be strong players, probably better than your strikers. Excuse me, so that you can pass to them once you can't create any clear-cut chances, and you can just get an easy finesse shot on your goal. Unless the opponent moves their keeper, obviously, but you want to be careful of that. Players in the box, you don't want many. 3 is what I use. 3 is because you just don't want to get in the box. It's as simple as that. Like, getting in the box isn't the way to play this year. It's just finesse shots. I've already said that a few times, just repeating myself really, but yeah, finesse shots is the way you want to go. Corners and free kicks ain't really important. I have 3 on corners and 2 on free kicks. If you have 4 and 4 and stuff, you'll get countered a lot if you lose the ball from that situation. So them 2 are 3 and 2. They're not even that important though, to be honest. Instructions you want on your strikers, I'd put stay central. Yeah, I don't put getting behind because obviously I've told you why. No point going in the box. Stay central though, and your wingers on comeback on the fence, so that you don't want your fullbacks Walker and Alexander, who I've got, getting doubled up on by the opposition's wingers. So I have them on stay back, and of course centre halves on stay back. CDMs on cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking, and also cover centre as well. I didn't even realise there was an option for cover centre and cover wing. Like, someone pointed out to me on my last video that why have you got cover wings on, and ever since then I've realised, and it's helped me so much. So shout out to the person that said why have you got cover wings on. That should always be on cover centre. You don't want your CDMs going out wide because there'll be a massive gap between your midfield and your defence. So those are my instructions. If you do still play normal how FIFA 18, FIFA 17 was on getting behind, then you can feel free to do that, but the meta this year is just not doing that, so I'd recommend against it. And I'm going to tell you some, instead of the big expensive players I've got in my team, I want to tell you who you can get instead. Heung-min Son, of course, his finesse shots are insane, so getting someone instead of Ronaldo, Cruyff. Let me just get these out of the squad right here. Heung-min Son's 5-star weak foot, which is a game changer, so you'd want him. He's really good. I don't know if any of you done the Lucas Moura SBC. You can use him as left cam. Let me get Vieira out of here as well. It's quite expensive. Mahrez, I reckon some of you'll be able to afford Mahrez. What, 150, 200k? 200k, he's dropped down to about 150. I'm pretty sure everyone who plays FIFA will be able to afford him by now. Lucas Moura is good, very good on the ball, but I will say that if you have got him, you'll know that his finishing is quite poor. That's a problem with him. Firmino's also a good one if you want to play 4-2-2, just because finesse shots are so overpowered, and Premier League is the way to go. These are the sort of players you want. Also, there's Paul Pogba, who's really good. You know, he's not the best defensively for a CDM, but to complement Kante, you've got someone that's strong, tall, and he's good on the ball. He can pass, he can make assists, stuff like that. So these are the sort of players you could replace them with. That looks like a good team to me. I don't know how much that would cost, in fact. That maybe around 1 million coins, isn't it? Or maybe a bit more. I'm pretty sure the game's been out for 2 months now, everyone can probably afford 1 million coins. Try and fit as many of these players in, and try and get finesse shots in. Mahrez is the one that I would recommend to everyone, though. For like 150k, second of all, Mahrez, his finesse shots are incredible. So yeah, these are the players I've recommended. What else did I want to go through in this video? I think that's about it for 4-2-2, but I think some of you are saying, what else do you use? Against pros, I do use 4-2-3-1 in these qualifiers, because I feel like I need to hold possession a lot more against pros, and 4-2-3-1 is the way to do it. So this would be another way to play. You'd go Son up front, Firmino in middle cam, and try and get the ball to these cams as much as possible, and try and first time finesse it really. Just quickly going to show you some instructions. You can put Wait, it's not even letting me put custom tactics. Okay, so the instructions you would want is middle striker on stay central, all the cams on come back on defense, stay back and on fullbacks and CDM, and cut passing lanes on DMs. So yeah, I hope that's helped you guys. Be sure to use these custom tactics and let me know how you get on with them. I know that you guys love the last ones. It does really amaze me when I see people's comments like saying, oh, I used to be a gold 3 player, now I'm elite 2s, and that the improvement is actually incredible, and it does make me happy seeing that my tactics have helped people get better at the game. So yeah, please do let me know how you get on with these tactics. Hopefully they work for you. If not, tell me why they don't, and I'll read every single comment. So yeah, be sure to let me know, even if there is criticism. I like that, it's constructive criticism. So yeah, be sure to let me know, guys, and cheers for watching. I'll catch you next time, probably with rewards on Thursday.